Hey, Guri, welcome back to the
Gadzi.
Rugby Hub. I just want to say, guys, if you don't realize, we dressed up for the occasion today, both in our blue shirts. Goran's got his new earpods in. I also upgraded myself here to this fancy little thing so that, we did invest of some of the money after that first few views. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. And yeah, let's get straight to it. Goran, I think for two amateur rugby podcasters or whatever you want to call us, that was a pretty spot on prediction we had going there. Marxy dominating man of the match performance.
Massive. Absolutely came into his own in that game. Quickly made his mark. After that, he jogged out early for the 50th game. The atmosphere was electric, and it really showed in his game. He was absolutely devastating over the ball at the breakdown areas, which continues to be an issue for the All Blacks. No, and thoroughly deserved that man of the match performance. I thought it was enormous.
Yeah, I mean, only played what 50 minutes or something, and man of the match. That must tell you something.
Of
Goran, All
course.
Blacks, All Blacks, All Blacks, All Blacks rugby.
Yeah, we spoke about it last week. Ian Foster is on a mountain of pressure at the moment. I mean, he's definitely feeling it. Sam Cane is feeling it. I've heard that, after the game, before the post-match press conference, I mean, they had to literally wait for Sam Cane before they could start and he was pacing up and down. I mean, I definitely feel for the players. I do feel for the coach. New Zealand is a very pride country who takes their rugby super seriously. It's part of their DNA. I just think that, I mean, surely if he drops this game at Ellis Park, which I don't think anybody is giving them much chance, you would have to say that is Ian Foster's term. I mean, he won't finish his contract. I'm pretty sure they would go to someone like Scott Robertson, looking to change that coaching staff. But I mean, they were just not good enough. There were improvements. I mean, big question mark over New Zealand's sort of forwards. We spoke about this. It literally looked like men versus boys. They were absolutely bullied in many facets of that forward play. I mean, big
Yeah,
question mark on the scrum as well.
I mean, yeah, I think the front row physically looked like a question mark. I mean, yeah, I mean, I think honestly it's disrespectful to play such an inexperienced front three against three of the best in the world, and then you have the other three of the best in the world coming off the bench. I just personally think it's disrespectful, and they got what they deserved. You're giving way too much credit to the All Blacks. I understand. Yes, it's in their blood. It's also in our blood. But when we went through hell, do you think anybody said, "Oh, we feel sorry for the Springboks"? Nobody gave a shit, man. Honestly, I
That's
feel
true.
actually, you know what? This weekend we should go out and create history again.
I mean, we spoke about it last week. So All Blacks around their set piece, Jason Ryan, the forwards coach coming in, you can definitely see his fingerprints on the line out work. I thought the All
Yeah, no,
Blacks
definitely.
ball
I have to give
defense was
credit to them. Yeah.
much better on ball defense. Their lineouts in general looked good, but there are so many areas to fix. I mean, yes, you're actually scrapping for finding positives during that game. Ian Foster said afterwards, much improved, their best performance of the year. So you can't say that when you're losing 5 out of 6. I mean, games.
Yeah.
I mean, this one is the third one on the trot.
I
So
I mean, I really feel sorry for him. I think he's probably going to be one of the shortest coaches in All Black history. But yeah, I mean, you can fact check that. I'm not sure about that, but I think he's this is his last game for the All Blacks. I mean, except if he pulls something out of the hat. We did just realize that the Springbok team was announced shortly. I think it's going to be an interesting game, but we won't get too much into that. Just to touch on one or two other players that I really think put their hands up for the Boks. Curtly Orange really played a phenomenal game.
sure.
He held, Caleb Clark, which is probably 3 times his weight. Excellent job by the youngster.
Well, look, for his second cap, I thought putting him against New Zealand, putting him against Caleb Clark, like you said, with the weight advantage, he performed. I mean, he's got a lot of heart. I know Sticks, assistant coach of South Africans, said that. I mean, he's got a huge heart, and he really shows that at training. Siakulisi says, I mean, Caleb Clark, yeah, but he's got to tackle people like himself,
Yeah,
Siakulisi, at trainings as well. he was great under the high ball. He showed a lot of prowess on attack.
Phenomenal.
His defense was an area of the game where I'm sure there would have been many question marks. But I mean, just his ability to read that inside defense and shift on to the outside man and bundling Caleb Clark into touch, I thought it was enormous. Obviously, it's a big shame the way that he ended the game with that red card, which, I mean, we can't dispute. That was a clear red card. He's banned now for 4 weeks.
I definitely think you will.
4 weeks.
Yeah, you will remember his first game against the All Blacks for sure. I definitely scored his first try for the Springboks, and went off the field with a red card in the last minutes. Really unfortunate. Nevertheless, I think he played a phenomenal game for more than 70 minutes plus. And then obviously, once again, Damien was rock solid. Andre playing a good game. Don't make any mistake there. Yeah. That drop goal was really solid, kicking everything. He was off the tee, really solid. That gave me... There was not a moment in the game that I actually thought we will lose. I mean, the first 5 to 10 minutes, you always think, oh, we need to convert, we need to score tries, we need to put on some scoreboard pressure. But then, you know, the way the Boks just carried on playing, I really didn't at some stage feel like we're going to lose this game, just because the All Blacks were... I've never seen such a pathetic attack from the All Blacks. There was no structure whatsoever. Never in my life have I seen the All Blacks like this. It looks like they're clueless on attack. They look like, I don't know, the Blue Bulls 5 years ago. It's like, I really, it's sad.
Well, look, the Boks did their homework. That has to be said. The All Blacks started poorly in their past games. These 5 out of 6 games that they lost, it was always, I know, for instance, in the Irish series, they got scored against every single game in the first 5 to 7 minutes. The Boks surely took advantage of that. They started the game well. Even when the All Blacks cleared their lines out of their 22, you could see players like Damien Willems calling for the quick lineouts and then absolutely keeping the pressure on the All Blacks right off the start. So that was good to see. And we saw an extremely physical performance from the Springboks. I mean, that's why, I mean, even in the last 10 minutes when that bomb squad, when they just absolutely tackled the players that they were flipping over and things like that, it was brutal, and you could hear it in the crowd. That red card that came to Curtly Orense that we spoke about, I mean, there was going to be a red card somewhere in that game. It just had that feeling to it. The physicality was just enormous. The hits going in, the rivalry.
And also, I mean, the new red card rule, only 20 minutes.
And I think, I mean, this is a big debate. That's maybe something we can get into at a later stage.
I just want to say, you know, for that 250 or whatever views that we had, I think it's 350 by now, actually. Anyways, you know, I just want to thank all of you guys for showing some support. And as you can see, we dressed up for the occasion today. Goran's got his earpods in. I got myself some proper headphones. There's much more to come, guys. Just keep giving us a bit of love. And I promise you, we will give you much more entertaining content in the coming weeks. And also go check out our Instagram, Rugby Hub. I don't know if you guys have realized that. And probably we'll soon also put out something on Facebook for the older generation.
The only thing we didn't get to today was the report ratings, which we were quite excited about. But I think we highlighted the players that really stood out. But for our viewers out there, go and comment below what you are expecting from this next game at Ellis Park. Huge game coming up. Obviously on Thursday or on Friday. We'll record on Thursday, post on Friday about the team selections ahead of the Ellis Park test. But be sure to like and comment the video so we can
give us something to talk about. Give us something to talk about for Friday. All right.
Exactly.
We love you and love rugby. Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.
Cheers, Gabsy.
Cheers, Goody.